Traders, Anthony here. We're looking at GameStop. I did a video on this recently. In fact, if you go through my ideas in TradingView and scroll through them, you'll see a GME down in there somewhere. Anyway, in that video, I called this buy, and even though I closed this one early, if you held on to it, there was a 20R outcome. There's huge profits to be made with this if you get on the right side of it. In any case, I'll delete all this and we'll have a look at where we're at the moment and what we could expect. So I'm going to just take it out to the daily and do a quick top-down analysis on this. Just open up the chart a bit. Yeah, I mean, it gapped up, it's gapped down, and I mean, look, I'm bullish. And now what we're doing is we're looking for an entry point in around the current price level. So daily time frame, look, targets, definitely the previous high would be a valid target. And I'll also mark up, say, the high of, I'll just take the candle body of this candle that I can see here. We'll use that, and we'll use this one here as a potential target. And, well, yeah, I mean, closer to home we could grab this low, and I'd be inclined to, I mean, if this moves in our favor, to pull your stop loss to break even fairly early, and even take off, you know, partial profits, 50% or something like that early, and then let the rest run and see what we get out of it. But the way that I would approach this is very similar to my last video. My entry criteria is really specific. Now look, we've got these gaps to trade through. This is a really good opportunity. So, in fact, what I'll do, I'll just go down to the lower time frame. But before I do, let's mark up this candle here. We'll call that a support level, this value area, down through here. All right, and then we've got these potential targets above. Go down to a 30-minute. And now we've got the chart mapped out. Now we have our targets basically set up. Look, it's a really simple process with this, guys. Not difficult at all. We're currently ranging. This is where smart money is working their positions, right? Whenever it ranges like this, they build liquidity above and below the range. And you just want to be careful, because when the volatility kicks in, let me just do that, and we'll copy that. So there's liquidity above and below in the form of buy and sell stops, okay? Any range that you see. So what we can do is we can pull this through the range, like so. I'll just grab the candle bodies. And this is going to be a really simple video. Let me just pick up my pencil, and I'll show you this. Exactly same as the last video. Okay, it's ranging sideways. Any time you see price ranging sideways, look out for a couple of things. One would be a fake out, a shakeout, you know, and then we get our move, right? What they're doing is engineering liquidity under here. Now, if they're going to go long, which I think that's going to be the case, that's my... Let me just grab that and take that out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Then they need liquidity to pair their orders. And quite often what you'll see is the range will form. It'll build liquidity under. As a lot of people buying here. So their stops are going to go under here. We've got this support zone under here from the previous that previous balance area that I showed you. And watch out for this move here. Okay, I call it the fakey shaky chart pattern, and what you get is this move draws more buyers in, and obviously if more buyers enter, we get a lot more liquidity build up under this range in the form of sell stops. Then likely what you'll likely see then is they'll hit those stops with a vengeance. And then we start to see it trending. And there's a couple of ways you can approach this. Let me just delete these drawings for a second. I'll map this out. Right. Just grab this thing. There we go. Well, let's say we get that. You want to wait for this displacement and then retrace it and retest of the range. Okay, so they get the range. Now, I don't know how long this is going to be running. And at some stage, they're going to hit stops above and below. Okay, so you want to wait for that. I would be inclined to go in, not at this level, of course, because you'll probably get stopped out. This is just a shift in its structure here, a shift in the trend. I call it a change in character. We'll just mark it up as such. And this one here is a break of market structure. Bullish break of market structure. I'll be looking for that. When that occurs, we want to see, and I would even go down to the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, but on the lower time frame, you want to see the trend kick in, higher highs, higher lows, after this kind of price action. All right, and then, where are we? Long position, break and retest. I'm always going to go in, well, it just depends what you see here. Look, I'm going to keep this simple. You could go in under this low. Keep it simple. I don't want to complicate this for anybody. All right. There's different levels of looking at this thing, but let's just consider something like that. So there's a 2R outcome if that occurs, right? But what I'm looking for is, let's go. No, go to town with this. Where are we? Is that it? That's the high, is it? Oh, okay. Thought there was more to it than that. No. All right. Well, that's a 5.75. If you have a wide stop like this, now, if you get in on the 15-minute chart, this could be a lot different. And you know, it could have a much tighter stop, just depending on how this shapes up. Look, if you're familiar with ICT concepts, you could look for the imbalance that sets up in here potentially, and your stop loss would go under the imbalance, right? So that comes back down, hits the imbalance, and away we go. Right? If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, just go with a wide stop, go under the low. That's the easiest thing. So we're looking at a potential 4R, 5R, and you know, with a tight stop up to a 10R, depending. That's if these targets are hit. And again, I would pull my stop loss to break even early, maybe take partials off, and then just let the rest run. See how we go with it. What else can I say? I mean, I think that's it. I would love to hear your comments. Definitely say something. Leave a comment below. That would be awesome. And with that, I hope you have a fabulous day. Safe trading. And wait for this to set up, guys. Look, if this doesn't set up, there's no trade. And the other thing, it could set up here or it could happen further down. But what we're waiting for is the volatility to kick in and the trend to kick in. Higher highs, higher lows. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So with that, hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.